fourth grade leap. It's Mrs. Setter. Happy St. Patrick's Day. We are going to be working on a week-long project that you're going to be completing, obviously, at home. We were typically going to do this later on in the year, but I figure might as well take advantage of the opportunity and have you guys do this. It's a real fun novel study, and you may think, why do I have to read a novel or a book? This is math class. Well, you guys are going to be reading this book, and I have copies that I'm going to be loaning each of you that you'll be picking up on Tuesday. So the book is called The Lemonade War. Some of you may have already read this. If you have, don't share with other people what happens in the story, okay? Okay, what you're going to be doing is, again, you're going to be getting this novel. I'm going to be supplying that to you. You're borrowing it from the LEAP class. You're also going to get a packet that looks like this. And this is where you're going to be writing notes and definitions and various things. So first of all, let me explain what you're going to do. You're going to be reading 2 to 3 chapters a day. And each time you start a chapter, the chapter starts with the name of a definition. The definition is the chapter name. So where it says slump here, that's your definition. You're going to rewrite your definition here after slump and explain what slump is. Now, just to let you know what the book is about, I don't want to give it away, but it has to do with what's called financial literacy. You guys are going to be eventually creating a kid-friendly business plan similar to what goes on in this book that has to do with the lemonade stand where kids are selling lemonade. So anyway, let me continue explaining what you're going to do as you're reading. So you're going to read, you're going to write down your definition for whatever the word is, slump, and then you're going to take some brief chapter notes. Now, they don't have to be whole sentences, but just kind of note what are the significant things that happen in that chapter. So again, if you can read 2 to 3 chapters, they're really short chapters, so it shouldn't take you that long. And go ahead and fill out your information on your packet. And I have one of these for each of the chapters. Notice chapter 4, it happens to be partnership is going to be what they want you to define. Then you're going to take some notes on that. So you're going to continue throughout the book for each of the chapters, writing your definition and taking your notes. Now here's where it gets to be a lot of fun. You are going to end up writing your own business plan for a kid-friendly business. You're going to need to get approval from me first, so make sure you, for whatever business you decide to do. So make sure you either have mom or dad send me a message on the Remind app or email so that we can make sure that we approve whatever your kid-friendly business is. Now you may be wondering, wait a minute, what do you mean by kid-friendly? What I mean is a business that you could potentially create with a friend or with a few friends. Now this is imaginary. You're not actually going to be creating this business, but you're going to be pretending you're creating this business. Let me give you an idea of some of the kid-friendly businesses that other people have done throughout the years. So this is from a couple of years ago, and you guys are going to be creating flyers similar to this to advertise your business. And I'll talk a little bit more about your business plan in just a second. So this was a couple years ago. Tori and Owen decided that they were going to give music lessons. So they created their own flyer to see if they could promote their business in order to make a little bit of money. Now remember, this is imaginary. You're not actually creating a business, but you're pretending to. Let's see, this one I believe was last year, and this was Ryan and Samuel, and they did RS Sports, and what they're doing is they're teaching kids how to do sports. And they have all kinds of information down here, all the different prices for the different ages. They put a lot of information in here. And notice how colorful it is. So again, you guys are going to be creating something similar to this. Another one here, I think this was from last year too. This is a helping hand. This is Frankie and Isabel. And what they were doing is they're creating an organization to try to get school supplies to kids who need them, who might be homeless or having a hard time. And they say that they want to help everybody to have the supplies that they need to be able to learn correctly. So that's another idea. One more here. This one is Victoria and Landon, and they were going to have what's called a Gadget Mania stand. And if you come to their stand, they had all kinds of stuff like fidget spinners and Rubik's Cubes and other items that they were going to be selling. So that was their idea of their business. So hopefully you got an idea of what kind of business. I did a flyer just for fun, and this was mine years ago that I said, oh, okay, I'm going to create my own business too. And I called mine The Little Black Dress, and I was a fashion consultant and a personal shopper. Again, notice how I made it colorful, and I put some important information. We're going to want to put a picture of yourself on there so we know who's running the business. Okay, so that was my idea. Let's get back to your business plan. Before you start actually figuring out exactly what business plan you're going to want to do, you're going to need to read this information here, Guide to Writing a Business Plan. This is important information. Then you're going to tell me what your idea is, and then you're going to answer some questions about your idea, like what makes your idea unique, who's your customers going to be, where are you going to sell your product. Lots of different things about your whatever service or product it is that you have decided you're going to do. So there's quite a few pages, so you're going to read through that, decide how much money you might need to start, and you're just estimating. It doesn't have to be exact. And just talk about your competition, if you're going to be able to be a successful business. Profits, okay, say you make some money. What are you going to do with that money? And explain to me what you would like to do, what your goal is for that. And then finally, as I showed you the flyers, you are going to be making a flyer to promote your kid-friendly business. Similar to the ones that I have shown you, and similar to the one I've attached mine to this packet at the back of the packet as well. So as far as the flyer goes, it's up to you. You can do it by hand if you want. If you don't happen to have a device at home or don't have a printer or something, you're welcome to do it by hand. It doesn't have to be on a device. The reason those other flyers were on devices is because we did it here in class. And if you notice, they did it in pairs. Obviously, we're not going to do that. I don't want you guys to be, having to work in pairs during these next couple weeks. So you're going to create it on your own. Again, you can do it on a device if you'd like to, but you don't have to. But you want to make sure that you're filling out all this information because you're going to be graded on all the quality of your packet, your novel study packet as well. Okay, hopefully that answers your questions. It's a really fun activity that I've been doing for years, and the kids really love it. So I hope you enjoy this. If you have any questions, make sure you send me questions on the Remind or email Kathy Setter, or it's ksetter at sbdiocese.org. Or if you guys happen to be coming to school during my office hours on Tuesday and Thursday between 9 and 1, I'll be here and I can answer questions at that time too. All right, hope all is well and have a good day and happy reading. Bye.